I put a bad bitch up in her place if she thinks she the shit, then I'm bursting her bubble. I am a dog off the leash. If I see a bone I want, I go and get it. Fuck up.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Kwaejo. Welcome back to another episode of Cheat Code. Today we have a special guest, Flash Johnson, and we're gonna be talking about being a visionary. And he's also an executive producer, but what I love about him is his execution. So he's gonna be talking to us and giving us some cheat codes on what you could do and take from this video today to execute. So my brother, what's poppin'? What's happening?
Well, we just here, man. What's the time now? It is in London right now. It is 11. This 11.
11 p.m. in London right now. Flash is calling from
11.
From London, from the London, UK. Not London, Ontario. That's London, UK that is right now. So what you been up to? You just had your birthday the other day.
Yeah, so it was my birthday, got shipped out to Paris. But sometimes it's good to have some relaxation time, because I've been doing this for 15 years now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just good to just take yourself away, because when you're in the music industry, as long as I have been, it's hard just to take yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dealing with one client, I'm dealing with 5 different clients and 5 different requests.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm one man. So yeah, man, just when I just,
I hear
enjoy
that.
some Paris weather.
Before we get into the topics of today, I see your hoodie. It says, you want to lift that up for the people to see?
So it's Love Me Now. So this is a clothing brand that myself and my business partner, we're putting together in the background. Obviously, the album's called Love Me Now, Not When I'm Lit, which is out now on all digital platforms, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do clothing, but was like, what's the best thing? And we thought, you know what? After the album, we drop a clothing line. It's just called Love Me Now, because it's such a bold statement, isn't it? And I've always been a person like, I've always been the outcast. I've always wanted to be loved. You get me?
Yeah.
By my friends, by my family. So it's like, you know what? Love me now.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a bold statement for me. That's why we thought, we do it as a clothing line.
Yeah. So basically what we're talking about today, which is, the general whole thing of today's topic, is being a visionary. And one thing I love about you, my brother, is you are probably one of the most elite visionaries that I've met and come across. And that just to say, I really want to get your responses, but I'm just going to give a little background just to the people. You saw a video of me that you liked and you reached out to me. You told me that you fucked with the record. That record was Wasi. I believe it was posted on Toronto Rappers. And you reached out to me and we started collabing from there. I believe we have about 3 records now. Am I correct?
Yeah, we got 3 in the bag, 2 videos, and I remember the first video I didn't even meet you.
Yeah, yes. So we were talking for a while. I can't remember the exact time, but a while before we actually met. But I'm very intrigued on your process of you'll FaceTime me and you'll show me. Like, one thing that I'm always intrigued about is seeing so there's a youth that I would be around one time, and the youth would I'm an artist myself, so but I still love to see it. The youth would be like, yo, I have these lyrics, whatever. And he's spitting the lyrics, no instrumental, right? Jamaican artist spitting the lyrics. Next day I see him, he has a rhythm. Next day I see him, the lyrics he's spitting is on the rhythm. Next day it's a full song. And I'm just I just see the process. And I just love that. And you're a type of individual that your vision is immaculate and you see things all the way through. Talk to me about that and how essential it is to be a visionary.
You know what the worst thing about being a visionary?
Tell me.
When people don't see your vision.
Yes.
I can tell you now, with the rise, people didn't see my vision.
Yeah.
We done 385,000 streams independently,
Yeah.
With Love Me Now, Not When I'm Lit, people started to see me, take me a bit more serious, But they still didn't see the vision.
Yeah.
It's only when we put the videos out, like the female link up and the male link up, that's when everyone was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I still feel like people don't see the vision. And because for me, I see things before it happens. So let's take it away from my albums,
Right.
Because remember, I'm a video director first. I saw everything that you're seeing now with London and Canada.
Right.
I saw that in 2018.
Right.
So it's like, for those who don't know, obviously, that's obviously Benji Confession 2017.
Right.
Put my money, invested, took my money, all that. I think I had like $3,000 at the time. Yeah. Then all that and came to Canada. Yeah. I lost. Yeah, I came back. I lost my money. I went out there. I didn't make my money back. I lost. But that was probably the best L I could have taken because look now, 4 years later, I'm in the city doing what I'm doing.
Right.
But I visioned that London and Canada was gonna merge together.
Right.
And then when I
so sorry, I want to hold you there. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but just something that you're saying right there that I want to hold on is when he does stuff, he sees the whole vision before it happens. So that just to say, if you're trying to execute something and you can't see it through before you even start it, there's a problem there. So I just want to say that. So continue. My bad.
Yeah. So I envision London and Canada being merged together. I envision that the Toronto artists and UK artists are gonna work together, and I envision that I'm gonna put them together. Yeah. Right. So, but when I was telling people, about this, no one believed me. But I was telling the UK channels, yo, mess with me. Like London and Canada, no one believes me. Now we're in 2022, and now look, two of the biggest artists, Central C and Smiley together in LA. Yeah? 2022, yeah? Northside Benji, performing at Wireless Festival, SR Coachella, 2022, right? I envision that the Toronto artists, we can keep going. You get me? I envision that the Toronto artist is going to merge with the UK. But it's only a matter of time. So I went to the city, I met everyone. Within them 4 years, I shot 80% of rappers in the city. There's only two rappers. There's only two rappers that I want to shoot. It's Burner Bands and One of the Pipelines and Houdini. Rest in peace, Houdini. And Doobie as well. And there's a guy called Lil OT from Hamilton. I like him. But those are only 4 people that I need to shoot for because I've shot for everyone else. You know what I mean? There's a couple other men in the streets that I rock with, but I'm talking on the mainstream act. So for me, but I people will tell me when you leave Toronto, go to LA. I'm like, yo, I can go to LA, but I'm still coming back to Toronto. It's just in the blood of me because if it wasn't for Toronto, I would not be here today. Hands down, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I can't turn my back on the city that made me.
Right. Okay, and talk to me about how you, again, like you said it, like you kicked it off with, you said the hardest part about being a visionary is when people don't believe your vision. So another aspect of that, being a visionary, is knowing how to communicate your vision to people that you're going to work with, even though they might not see it, or try to get them to see it. How do you go about doing that? Because, so, and again, I just had a conversation with somebody. I was having a conversation with an artist earlier, and this is what I said. Something that I really liked about you that you did and that you do is that, it's crazy. Okay, so when we had the records, some of the records, and you told me that you want a record or whatever, I said, I'm going to pen it down, I'm going to send it to you. When I send it to you, there's certain things that you might not like in the record, or you might think it would be better if I tweak it. And you would tell me that.
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you, you've got when it comes to that, when I want that Canadian sound, that Canadian lingo, I'm going to come to you. But then I'm going to tell you certain bits to give me, so you can give me that UK drip. Like, for example, Spin Them, Where Better Know That Skeppy, like things like that. Certain people wouldn't know certain things. You feel me? And then we put the Devilman Clash in it. But like, for example, when you talk about visionary, when I'm telling people about, yo, I remember I'm the first person ever to put, 8 girls on one song
on one
and
record,
do a video. And do a record for both. No one's done it. To this day, no one can do it. There's not one UK director that can do what I've done. In this.
Talk your shit.
So I envisioned it. I envisioned it, and there's girls that heard that and they didn't give me the verse. You feel me? But I heard it. I was like, yo. Even the Mel link up, I got the beat and I was like, yo, this is mad. I had the Mel link up for over a year. I had that song for over a year and I only dropped it because the video, that video is harder to make than the female one. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know what it is. I hear the beat in my head. Obviously, Hold That Chico. yeah, and Kino, but like I hear the beats in my head, and I'm like,
And
yo,
big up
I need
man
to
like
be,
Kino. Big up man like Kino.
yeah, I need to get 8 girls on one song, and I just go online. I'll just say, who's the hardest female rapper,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll listen to people, and I give people chances. If I
Yeah.
think you're hard, if I feel like I can listen to you, I'll put you on the track. Remember, not a lot of people might take that everyone knows, but it's the fact of I believe in my source.
Right.
So some people's got 20,000 followers, some people's got 1,000 followers, some people's got 50,000, but it doesn't bother me because it's about I can in my mind I can see it, I can vision it, and I know you can handle it.
Right. Right. And that's what I love. Now, okay, so the show is called Cheat Code, and like I said, we provide individuals with the cheat code on how to propel forward and not be stuck, you know, wherever they're at, right? So with being a visionary, sometimes it's frustrating when people don't see your vision, right? Like
100%.
but I always, like, one thing that I always say to my crew, or I always do, is like, yo, I don't want to sit down complaining too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't see your vision, it's only because you haven't proved to them what it's gonna be. But one thing that I know is that everybody loves a winner. Everybody loves somebody who's winning. So how can
everybody loves someone when they're winning.
When they're winning, sorry, yeah, correct. Like that's what I meant to say. Not that they have the potential to be a winner, but when they're winning. When they're winning. And that's like even what the brand says, love me now, not when I'm lit, right? But how can like people who are focused, like what's your advice for people who are like, yo, fuck, people are not seeing my vision, people are not understanding me, I want to do this, I want to push the culture forward, but like I don't have all the tools.
This was my cheat code, yeah, before. I used to, this is your best friend, yeah? Right? I use Instagram. I used to be loud on Instagram, yeah? I used to put my day-to-day life, whether with my son, whether something funny happens, whether it's motivational, whether I'm editing. This was my tool, yeah?
Yeah.
To be like, and people started messaging me, say, yo, your stories are entertaining, yeah?
Yeah.
And I kept using that, yeah, to be entertaining the people, yeah?
Yeah.
So when I do drop something, you watch it.
Yeah.
I used to go around acting like I'm the best video director in the world. I knew I wasn't, yeah?
Yeah.
But I believed in my source so much that you're gonna watch when I drop.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd say the best cheat code is to believe in your source. Yeah, because no one else is gonna believe in your source more than you're gonna believe in your source.
Right. Right.
My team could be supporting me very rare, but no one's gonna believe in my source and my vision more than me. Because when I drop it, people's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, love me now, not when I'm lit. I was saying that on Instagram for time. I just, you might see it in my stories. I was writing, love me now, not when I'm lit. Love me now, not when I'm lit. Captures of my pictures. And I knew where I was going because I believed in my source.
Right.
Because I mean, when I was lit, everyone was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But where was you when I was at my lowest points? I was on my love me now. I knew who called it my lowest points, my love me now stages.
And talk to me about that, like your lowest points. Like what kept you grounded on your lowest points? What was your crutches on your lowest points?
Me, I'm real in it. I don't sit and online it might look like, life's great, but I was at the lowest points when this January last year, I hit depression, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when the love me now thing, I hit depression and I've really, and I came off the socials and I saw who called me and checked to make sure I'm all right. I was like, yo, this is the love me now. Yeah. When I'm at the love me now stage, I'm like, yo, I need to get to the lit stage.
Yeah.
The lit stage took me a year and a half until I dropped that album.
Yeah.
Feel me? When I heard that album coming together, the lit stage, so it's all about believing your source, because when you hit that depression and that anxiety feeling, no matter what anyone says, it's going to be okay. It's not okay unless you believe in your source to get yourself out.
Yeah.
That there's no medication. There's nothing that can help you apart from your own mental state. Right. Believing in your source. Right. And I'm never going to be a man that's going to act like life's great all the time. Life isn't great all the time. I'm human. Do you know what I mean? So it's just about believing your source and believing that you can take yourself out of anything. And anyone self-doubts you and no one wants to help you, then help yourself. There's nobody, apart from my team, I don't have no industry help.
No, right. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on next. Like, I love how you'll come on the gram and post like, yo, the labels are not fucking with me. This person, these publications are not doing it. Fuck it, I'm going to do it by myself. And you had that energy. And it's like, even that energy, like, I like to see people on that because it gives me that energy.
Look, no UK platform will post nothing to do with London X Canada. And this is no disrespect to them because I do business with them in UK. Yeah, it's all love. It's all love. And get me. But no UK platform will post nothing to do with London, with a London artist and a Kenyan artist that's not known or don't have over 100k followers or whatever. So do you know what I went and done? I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna make my own channel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find my own money, make my own channel. So now I can drop when I want. I haven't dropped a music video on my channel probably in like 2-3 months, but I don't matter. I can drop when I want, as I want, and still get the reception that I want.
Yeah.
Because you know one thing I learned about this is I was gonna go to Canada like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to this UK platform, rare. No, I don't own it. How am I pushing London, Canada with no ownership? That don't make no sense.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So it's the cheat code. So the cheat code is to believe in your source and have ownership, bro. Own your shit. Right. It's gonna be slow, but it will pick up. So now anytime someone sees me, the first question is like, yo, when you going to Toronto, you're going hard in Canada. And it's because I believed in my source.
Right. And
sure.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about the last album.
So the last album was called Love Me Now and Not I'm Lit. It's the second studio album I've done. I as well as being a video director, I'm an executive producer. I merged London and Canada's rap culture, artists that I mess with and I come up that I feel was talented. I merged them, I gave them the opportunity to be in an album with Canadian artists that I mess with and have that merge. There is not, and I'm not even talking my shit, I'm just being honest. There is no album in this whole entire world like the 2 albums I've done, The Rise and Love Me Now Not I'm Lit. There's no album that merges the cultures. You might have a UK artist or a Canadian artist or a track like Drake and Heavy One, but there's not one full album in this whole entire world where you hear artists from the streets of Toronto and artists from the streets of London on one platform, on one project.
Facts. Yep, that's facts.
In the world, there's not one platform in the world that will give you daily content from London and Canada. Raw. Like my platform, London X Canada. We're the only platform in the world that does that. There's other little platforms, but we're the main platform that does that daily. Yeah. So the fact that so that's why Love Me Now and Not I'm Lit was very important because it was really me giving you good music at fast BPM. You know what I mean? The whole album is drill inspired, but it's like commercial. I won't say commercial drill, but it's fun drill. It's not dip, shank. It's more like, we're telling you where the shit.
Yeah. And you're an individual who, like, you, aside from the fact that you're an executive producer, like, you take matters into your own hands and you make them happen. A lot of individuals, they can't get past the fact that, like, I can even use myself for an example. Like, back in the days, I'd be like, fuck, like, I need this, I need that. And I'll be like, I know my dedication and my commitment is A1. But if I can have like 2-3 people who are just like me, with me, then I know we could crush shit. But like, I feel like a lot of people, where I was in that state a long time ago, a lot of people are stuck there. Whereas you're like, fuck it. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for those 2-3 people. I'm gonna do shit. And what I've noticed is that when you take up the roles of those 2-3 people and you become you and those 2-3 people, then those 2-3 people somehow find their way to you and they want to merge with what you're doing.
Yeah. But that's why. But what you just said to me is Love Me Now, Not I'm Lit.
Yeah, literally.
That's basically what you said to me because when I dropped the album, and I'm not just saying it, mine and Northside Benji's album was the hottest album at that time. Yeah. You feel me? Like to come out, Northside Benji's album's hard. And then I dropped my album. I felt the energy. Yeah. People was listening to Benji and they was listening to me. Yeah. My album. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what, The Rise? The Rise?
No, Love Me Now, Not I'm Lit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I was in the city. Remember,
yes. Sorry, I remember that. Yeah, you said
So I felt the energy. Yeah, it was Benji's album. Yeah, and it was my album. Yeah, and for me at that time, I felt good because remember I came up with Benji. Yeah. So everything Benji does, I'm proud of him. I'm happy to see him shine. He's a superstar. Right. That kid is a superstar. Like. Right. Yeah. So, but then when I drop Love Me Now and I'm Lit, and then people banging my shit too, I'm like, yeah. You feel me? I might not have got as much streams as Benji, and I might not have got be on the major platforms that he's on, but the streets are bumping my shit. So I don't mind, you get me? And then I'm seeing the streets bumping Benji shit. So that makes me even more happy. I'm like, yo, like, we're on that, the city's messing with us.
Right.
I mean,
and that just to say, like, when you say like you might not have as much streams as Benji, like at the end of the day, they know the quality is there, right? I think people need to disassociate themselves from the wins and the accolades and the streams and the this much followers and all of that shiny bright stuff that comes in the end.
I don't care about
and that's what I love about you. You don't care about that. And like
I don't care about that because remember I come to Canada I'm gonna tell you something. When I dropped the Rise documentary, the Rise documentary, I went to Sony Canada. Me and my dog from the H, we walked in Sony Canada. Like, yo, we just dropped the first documentary. We just dropped one of the biggest documentaries, merged London, Canada's rap culture in Toronto. We want to talk to the executive. We want to work something out to get Canadian artists on there. They left us in the lobby for 20 minutes and then said that the executive is busy.
Right.
So that's what drove me to say, you know, I'm doing this on my own.
Right.
Because what frustrates me about the city, to come off the topic a second, is there is not one black major label that signs people from the city.
Yeah.
Remember, only how we in 2022, and only now Presser and Benji are getting nominated for Juno Awards.
Right.
Congratulations to them. By 2022, why is there nothing that artists can't get? Like in London, we got Brit Awards, we got Mobile Awards. Mobile Awards is for the black artists are shining, like your Russes and your Daves and your Stormzy. We got GRM Daily Rated Awards. There is nothing in Toronto, right, that gives you guys opportunity to make money from music.
Right.
Your record labels are run by the streets.
Right.
BFR, Up Top Movement,
right.
100 Visions, ENT.
Yeah.
Like, your labels are the streets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Are the man them.
Yeah.
Which is dope. It's applause to them. And I'm happy that the man them are running. Yeah.
For sure.
But at the same time, we need legitimate money from the labels to give you guys options, because when you come to the UK, all the rappers are shining.
Yeah.
Their voices are fat. You see, when you see Fredo with the Richard Millie, half a million pound Richard Millie, because his deal was so fat, he's able to invest his money into Kick Game. He owns half a Kick Game, the biggest sneaker store and the resale store in London.
Right.
Yeah?
And that's essential. Like you need to look the part when you're a rapper. You need to look the part when you're a rapper.
But he's taken his music money, flipped it into business.
Yeah.
Where he can be, and music, he's a multi-millionaire of music, and now he's a multi-millionaire of his entrepreneurial shit.
Yeah.
In London, we got Sony and all that, but then we got the label signed under Sony, black labels, Black Bar, since 93. These people are putting out Finesse Forever. These people are putting out all the big major artists over the independent label signed to a major, and they're putting out all the biggest artists that you guys listen to.
Yeah.
You guys don't even have a Flow 90. Flow's gone. You guys don't even have a radio station to play you, man, no more.
Trust me.
Like there is, like, so when people say to me, why did you go to Toronto? Because Toronto's a free for all.
Yeah.
It's a playground. If you know, it's easy for me now because I know everyone in every hood. But it's a playground, and that's me giving some gem. Yeah. But don't mean a man can go to Toronto now and make it happen. He's gonna find it very hard because you know how the city's politics. So I don't know you.
Yeah.
But it's like. See, it shouldn't be a playground. Man can't, because now, once a label discovers Toronto, it's going to try to suck everyone. Everyone's going to run to a label, and it's not going to be, there's no infrastructure. Right. Why is it 2017 to now, there's no infrastructure? That's why it actually gets me mad, because I don't have the money to create a major, or to create a label, to take certain man off the streets. Like, if I had the money, I'd say, yo, let's sign you, bro. Here's 100 bags, one album, you know what I mean? Distribution of one, something to help man push, but there's nothing.
Right.
So how are you lot now gonna get further?
Right.
All comes down to money.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, all comes down to money.
Yeah.
Like it's deep when you think about it.
It's deep. And it's something that I
come to the UK and you're good.
What's that?
Come to the UK and you'll see all the infrastructures. You see how everything's going. You see how man are making money. Remember, 1 million streams on Spotify is £4,000. Yeah. You come to UK, sign to a UK distributor, right, or UK distribution company, even independent one. You make £4,000, that's $8,000. That's the cheat code.
Yeah.
Because you signed the Canadian distribution label, you make 4,000 Canadian dollars, that's £2,000. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's your cheat code.
Yeah.
There's no money in the music in Canada.
That's true. So what would you say how an artist should move? Because there's artists out, but like the thing about it is like we're having these type of conversations. I'm privy to that knowledge. You're privy to that knowledge, but I don't know if a lot of these other artists either don't think about it or they don't know.
People don't know that knowledge. I told people like Canada's amazing. I love the city, but it's not infrastructure. Come to the UK, make your money, and go back to Canada, build.
Right.
You see, like our parents, yeah, they'll go. I'm Jamaican, so like my nan and granddad will go back to Jamaica. When my nan was alive, and go build a house. Yeah. Because she knows building a house in Jamaica or building a house in Africa or building a house is more efficient than building a house in England or in Canada, because you don't own the land. You might own the mortgage, you might own the house, but you don't own the land.
Right.
Back home, you own the land. That's what I'm saying to people. Boom, come over to England, build the infrastructure. Like I said, £4,000 on Spotify, million streams of Spotify is £4,000. That's $8,000. Take them back to Canada, build something and come back over here.
Right.
And I
just want to highlight that. What he's saying is that to people who are watching this, if what you're doing is not working out to the best of the ability where you're at, don't be nervous and don't be scared to pick up and say, I'm going to go do something over there or I'm going to go try something over here.
You're not going to win straight away. You're not going to win. I didn't win. I didn't start winning until 2 years in.
But a lot of people, like, they don't want to get past that. Like, they're stuck there. Like, I don't know if it's that they're nervous. I don't know if it's that they think they're selling out, but they don't want to get up from where they're at and they don't want to go somewhere to try something else. I don't know if they don't know if they're going to survive, but that's a cheat code right there. To get up.
How many men didn't want to work with me when I came to Toronto the first time because they thought I was going to rob their money? Me, I'm gonna rub there. I don't know you, fam. Yeah, you the UK and that, but I don't know you're not gonna take my money and fly back to the UK.
Yeah,
bro. So you have to be, because like I said, I didn't start winning until 2 years in. I lost, bro. I had £3,000 to my name. I spent the whole £3,000, and I probably came home with two, maybe 1.5, right?
Yeah.
That's an L. Especially when I was I'm 31 now. I was like 25. That was a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like 25, like 20, I was about 27, But sometimes that was a lot of money. I was living at home with my mum and I wasn't getting mad money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was what I saved up, and I said, I'm gonna flip it.
Yeah.
I didn't flip it. I lost, and you know I lost. I came back. I added more money to that 1,000 or 2,000, and I went again.
And in that time when you lost, what was the factor that made you be like, yo, fuck, yeah, this is an L, but I'm gonna learn from that L. Instead of being like, fuck, all right, I'm gonna take a year off. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board.
Do you know why at that time I went back?
What?
I fell in love with a ting. Yeah. I fell in love with a ting, and I just wanted to go back and link us.
In the city out here?
Yeah. I fell in love with a ting. I was like, yo, I don't even care if I lost. I need to go back and link that one still. Like,
yeah.
I fell in love with the things like the UK things were cutting it for me at that time still. I was like, But in the business, I was like, you know what? As well, in business, you lose, innit?
Yeah.
So I just came back. I had to come back and get my shorty still. I still didn't get her, but I came back and I lost. I think I broke even. I was like, nah. I came back and then it started working slowly because people started seeing consistency.
Yeah. Top that top.
I done presser, and then I done the documentaries, and I started pulling up on mans. I started holding mans, and then I'm going to man's ends. I'm going to man's ends on my ones and linking mans, and like, right, you really out here? I'm like, bro, like, I'm out here, bro. And that's why people mess with me in the city, because I will come to the city, and it's not even check in. I'll just call the man and be like, yo, I'm in the city. We dealing with. Yo, I'm in the Jane. Come pull up on your link you now. Yo, I'm in the woods. I'm here. I'm downtown. I'm in Scarborough. I'm like, I'm there with the people. If I'm shooting, chilling, talking business, because me, I'm nobody without the people. So if I get a call from Rick Ross tomorrow, meet me, yo, sign to the label, I'm still gonna come to Canada and just, even if not to shoot, to check the man them. Because at the end of the day, without these man and these hoods in the city, I wouldn't be where I am. This is why this is why I've got the city. Like I love London, I'm Chris there twisted. The city showed me the London.
Yeah.
But I have to come and people. I can't be in town just chilling acting like I'm the shit.
Right. And I see that a lot of people, a lot of people have good shit to say about you, and a lot of people hold you to a high regard. What do you think it is amongst your relationships with people that have cemented like who you are as the individual, that people can say like you're a stand-up guy?
I've helped a lot of people in front of the camera, and I help a lot of people behind the camera, even till now. Not everything I do talking about.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, yo, and he did. I'm like, yeah, I've got a guy that can do this, or I know someone that, or go to him and he could do that. Like, so for me, it's all about relationships, because at the end of the day, I might not video shit. I might be in. I might need to find a Jamaican. Ends be like, yo, oh, you're from, where's the latest Jamaican spot? I'm in the ends. Oh, yeah, here, man, come link me after. Like literally after that, I might link him and I might get a video. You get me? Hear a new artist to put on the track. So it's another cheat code is relationships, bro. Build your relationships. It's based on the relationships you have. I have relationships here that I have thought there's nothing to do with money, and they're often relationships I've ended up making a lot of money in the long run. Later on down in time, because oh yeah, my little cousin does this and he needs that, or my little brother does this and he stems, because you go to that video and that man wants to do that man's video, that way you work and you do to go to our next man, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Relationship. That's why I got Beanie Man off relationships.
Yeah. I hear that, and that's crucial. Relationships are a big one, and that to say something I want to touch on relationships. In relationships, just like relationships go two ways. Just because another person doesn't own and stand on their word, you should never let that change how you are. Because there's always going to be people who are shady, who do shady business, and then other people look at it like, fuck, I got fucked over so much time, so I'm going to be a fucked up person. That's not how it goes. You stand on who you are, and you have consistency in your product or what you do, and that will go around. That'll go around.
No, it's like a relationship. You can't go to a girl but like, you know what? My last girlfriend, she was a whore, so I don't trust girls, so you're a whore.
Facts.
No, she's not. So you got to go in with her. I've had people that I worked with, and then I will honestly say I wouldn't work with them again, just because it's been dealt with. I'm never gonna go out blast them. That's not me as a person. I just know, all right, cool. Right. You're bad for business. Me and you can't work, but I respect your thing. You're good there. If I see you, it's a nod. Right. Because you don't want to start bad mouthing people because you don't know when you need that relationship.
Right, facts.
I've got good relationships with. I talk about them highly. Like when I talk about Benji, like I don't see bro, but that kid's a superstar, and I always talk about him highly because the relationship that I built and what he's done for me, even that it is so long ago, I don't forget, because like off that one relationship, I've made a lot of bread. Right. Yeah, relationships is important. Without that relationship, I wouldn't be on this show. Yeah. So that's one relationship that, cool, I might see bro once or like 2 times a year, talk to him a couple times a year, but that's a relationship that I'm always gonna talk highly of, because that's a relationship that changed my life. For sure. No doubt. Human coach. Like, even that is so long ago, and I don't sit there and, I done confessions, 5 million. I don't do that. Yeah. But it's just something that made me, and you can't forget things that made you. You can't forget.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Bro's video then, something I always talk about. Yeah, I've got a grant. I'm a big up the man then, because at the end of the day, wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Wasn't for them, I wouldn't be making bread every year, coming to the city, helping people. You get me? It's not even about the money, it's about the people.
That's a fact. It's always about the people. Fam, we're wrapping up. We're out of time right now, but I want to just appreciate you for coming, having this conversation with me, chopping it up, providing cheat codes for the people, them. Love. Anything that you do, you could always reach out to me, and we always make magic. And like I said, you're one of the most elite visionaries that I know. I'm gonna give
you the exclusive.
What's that? For what?
You're going to get the call. Big Six Cypher 3, 2022, the biggest cypher to touch Toronto this summer.
Say less. You heard it here first on
Big
Cheat Code.
Sick Cypher free.
That's crazy. That's crazy. My brother, once again, I appreciate you for coming and chopping it up with me. And love, like always.
Love, bro. Appreciate you.
You already know what top.
I put a bad bitch up in her place. If she thinks she the shit, then I'm bursting her bubble.